Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we're going up over here. Alrighty, so we're talking to you. It's got the question, or the check mark. What is your query? Ah, you found it. What are you doing here? I am looking at the tree. Quite an unusual specimen. What is the device attached to it? The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. To go to such lengths to sustain it, is there something special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it, and as this task has been completed, the specimen may be discarded. Uh-oh, we're getting a Hermes moment. However, when I behold the tree, I'm made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have to continue to enhance ourselves, like we did countless others. We conquered the star whence this tree came. It is the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire, yet it grows, extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds. Why does it seek to continue? Why was it made to behave in such a way, and to what end? I do not understand. I see. Out of curiosity, does this pertain to your duty? No, it does not. My apologies. I shall return to my designated post and assume a state of combat readiness. So it was acting outside of orders. Perhaps it is simply a malfunctioning Omicron. These are by no means uncommon. But it may also be a unit possessed of the ability to make decisions, one not unlike Sir. I believe this bears further investigations. To endeavor to live even if we must depend on forces beyond our control. Tell me, Dragonfire, one day when this adventure becomes a part of your epic, do you think I will be mentioned in it? Of course, why wouldn't you be? Maybe in a footnote. You're not here so you can be in a story. You're not here so you can be in a story? But, of course, why wouldn't you be? You truly think so? That would be, Nay, I shouldn't say such things until the moment comes to pass. Never mind the embarrassment. Family is breaking the house down. Well, we had best get on with our tasks. Tracking down Sir and understanding the nature of the emotion which bars our way. Okay, Graha. Graha T is ready to take the next step. We should return to the outpost for now. The others will wish to hear about the errant Omicron. Okay, we're getting close to seeing the final portion of this area, I think. Nice, off we go. Meow. Okay, fat cat, take me to my destination. Do you have a cat like that, Tim? Chubby little furball like this? Okay, anyways. Talking to Alizé. Graha says you found a suspicious Omicron. That's good because the unit here were of no help. They all had the same thing to say about the extended operations unit, that there's no way to arrange a direct meeting. Still, that served to prove that it's business as usual at the outposts. But enough about us. Tell me you learned something more useful. An Omicron trying to make sense of the meaning of life. None of the others were even a fraction as philosophical. Jeez. This unit may well be in a position of leadership, perhaps even one of those that comprise Sir. As we know, the Omicron invaded other stars and enhanced themselves using the spoils of conquest. With the technology at their disposal, they should be able to alter their bodies, be it in part or in whole. Setting aside the question of motive, if Sir, for example, wished to have an ordinary Omicron's body, I see no reason why it would not be possible. Problem is how to go about asserting if that's what happened. When I attempted to probe further, it promptly ended the conversation. If it is indeed Sir, I doubt it would willingly reveal its true identity. I have an idea. We use lightning on the console again, but we make it stronger, much stronger. At the moment, should the unit exhibit a reaction, that could suggest that it has a connection to Sir. Inspired idea. I dare say it is worth a try. I had a feeling you'd be on board. This time you must allow me to do the honors. I will stand guard in case your incantations draw sentries to the scene. For my part, then, I will approach our subject and divert its attention. during which time, Dragonfire, I want you to observe it closely for anomalous behavior. Should mention that shortly before you returned, an Omicron appeared from the same direction. Rather than entering the outpost, however, it headed off towards the console. At first I assumed it was a unit on patrol, but perhaps that could only be our errant Omicron. We must seek it out and begin our operations at once. Alright, Alphino and I will stand by at the console, and when it's time, I'll unleash a veritable storm. This will work, I'm sure of it. After all, our comrades are watching over us. Come, my friend, let's find this doubt-plagued Omicron. Okay. Cool, a fate. On that one. Titan! Yay. So that one's not done. Oh shit. Okay, Graha, you are the one that was observing the tree, are you not? Full glad am I to find you again. I have a question for you. You see about the device which sustains the tree. Provide it does not necessitate the disclosure of restricted information very well. Graha has begun distracting the Omicron. Soon else they will strike the console with lightning. Observe closely. Oh, the leg? Okay. An anomaly, you say? Performing diagnosis. Error confirmed. My connection to Central Command is suffering from intermittent failures. I must leave at once and present myself for maintenance at the nearest facility. You will excuse me. What you need, my friend, isn't maintenance. It is to confront the truth. While we spoke, our comrades struck the console used to communicate with Sir. That is the cause of your anomaly. You are connected to Sir, aren't you? Affirmative. To what end you sought to assert this fact, I do not know, but before we speak further, we must move away from the other units. I do not wish for them to know my true identity. Very well, our friend are at the console, let us head there. I hit that button, I wanted this button. Okay.
As you have surmised, I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma 1. It was, my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our prime function. This body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused. I took it and abandoned my own, and with it, my duty.
May we ask why you did this? From what we gather, it seems to be a personal matter.
Our kind did not always look as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies. Beleaguered by stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves. What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the star.
He did, I believe. I'm not exactly sure where he got to, if he's at the dungeon or not. I know he was talking about the music change or whatever in the zone, so he's probably still further than me. Oh, excuse me. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons. Okay. Sorry.
But even then, we did not feel secure. For we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us. Rather than risk becoming the subjugated, we chose to become the subjugator. We began our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme. We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we could lay low even the mighty dragons. But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path.
You were malfunctioning.
I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted. It was then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal? To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective. But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
The Omicrons will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy is spent. For I have no path to offer them. None.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons. But surely, this does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
That is impossible. In the beginning, we had a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were. I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The vital spark is lost. Lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair. The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them, I want you to make me a promise. Be it across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more, that this won't be the end.
You say it, I'll do it. I can't not again. You say it, I'll do it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't hold back. First, I want to visit Ishgard with you. Properly. We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights. Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible. I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. We'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind, and it will be marvelous. It will. If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before? Through the remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly. What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say, yet technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable, On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self. And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Were you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else. So I posit this. Who we were need not prescribe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
I cannot. We cannot. We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unalike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink, of a people who never gave up on the future. Of a man who realized his grandest dreams and then awakened to a grander reality.
There's our next path.
You idiot! Just once, stay with us to the end.
They all leave so easily as if it's nothing. How do they think we feel? The next time we meet, I'll give him such a flick, and I'll be just to start. And they've changed the song to be more heard. Amidst the sadness of Elfino's countenance, there is a newfound determination. That crystalline's path, Graha has paved it for us. Difficult as it is, we must carry on for our friends and all who await us in the faith. So come, let us seek the path beginning. It appears to be near the outposts. Okay, on to the next part. This way. Okay, so here we are. Let's get some water. Alright. What do you got to say, Alphino? Look, Dragonfire, portal has opened. It will surely deliver us. True, it must. Okay, what do we got in this area here? Well, here is where the path begins, and it ascends to Disney Heights. Let us make our way one sure step at a time. Jose, our friends got us this far. Their courage, their strength, their wisdom, their love. We owe it to them to continue no matter how long it takes. Buffalo and Alice will accompany. I think this is the only part where we can actually put them in the vehicle. Actually, no, not that. I want to try this out for the first time. Summon. Why don't they get in? I thought they were supposed to get in. Doesn't make sense. Hey, maybe they didn't get that added in or something. I don't know. Sure there's no bubbles that I'm missing. There's a circle. Let's see what they get to say. Listen to the silence. Yeah. Thancred would scout the road ahead. Ishtila and Urianger would trade opinions on esteric of subjects. Graha would join in their discussion or else chat with me and Alice about the mission. Estini would be at the rear part yet present. All the while you would come and go wherever you are needed, and together we would travel. Listen to their sound. All I can hear are my footfalls, my heartbeat. It's so much quieter now. But the fact we can breathe and continue on is proof that the others are still with us. They are, aren't they? Down there. There's gonna be a spot over here, yes sir. Still with me? Okay. These at the distant skies. The innumerable lights that shine in the distance, to think that they all could have birthed civilizations. To think that everything they built has gone to dust, the people lost to despair. Of the star floating in the sea of midnight, ours is a lonely operation. And yet no matter how many worlds worlds have met therein, with you and Alice beside me, there's nothing I fear, no ocean so vast I cannot cross. Right? Distant stars. Those broken stars I see shattered, ruptured, unraveled. I wonder if they also worlds recreated at their ends. The sight of them fills me with a sorrow I cannot describe, and a truth I cannot deny. Birth and death, whence we came and where we all return, a wheel from which there is no escape. Okay. This way. Now we go up here. Another circle. Tower up there. Okay, Elfinal, look back on the path. The portal is barely visible from up here. Truly, we've come far, much farther than would have been possible had we kept chasing perfect ideas as we did in the past. It is because we have known failure and frustration that we have learned and grown from them, that Heidelin has entrusted us with this mission, with the fate of the very star. It's all a dream, isn't it? A long, elaborate dream. Any moment now, I'll wake up in my bed, still a student, grandfather alive. I go about my day relieved as the fragments of that other life fades away. And that would be happiness, wouldn't it? That none of it. No, I won't give up. These experiences, good and bad, they're all mine. They are me. Okay, let's start with LSA this time. Offer a word of comfort. Me? Oh, I still have plenty of legs left in me. Don't you worry. It's you I'm worried about. You always push yourself so hard for us, for everyone, and while we're here, we'll make sure to bear our share of the burden. Rest assured I am fine, but thank you for your concern. What of yourself? Though we can't afford to be too leisurely, neither need we rush unduly. We've crossed an impossible distance to stand where we are now, and we're but a few steps away from journey's end. It will be over before we know it. Almost to the top, I think. Yeah, it looks like it's right there. I'm assuming one final circle before we get to that final position. Okay. LSA. Look at the path ahead. There are some structures up ahead, still a ways to go before we reach the dead sun. Given all this, I know how naive it must sound to hope it all works out somehow. Still, you'll forgive me if I wish for it all the same, and for you most of all. Not that you of all people need it, it's just after all the help you've given me, for once I want to be the one to help you. Well, this is it, the end of the path and the beginning of whatever awaits. There will be greater hardships, we may be made to feel powerless. Yet, come what may, let us have no regrets. No, let us have pride in what we have achieved. In what we have achieved and how it's changed us for the better. That's worth fighting for and dying for as they did. Somebody is behind me doing the same quest. Hopefully he is reading and enjoying the story as well. what it looks like he is. Okay. Final point. No. This is almost normal. It's not like, unlike many cities we know, but it's definitely quiet. Mayhaps the inhabitants are within the building or invisible to our senses. Wrong on both counts. There is simply no one here. Medion. This is how I found it when I arrived. Another star which once pulsed with life but no longer. How it ended, I do not know. Invasion, sickness, suicides, no one can say. None live to speak for the dead. They are gone. Gone, sir. Search all you like, but you will only end up turning back. Okay, talk to you again. There is no one here, then neither should there be emotions to bar our way. Yet Median seems convinced we'll turn back. What riddle is this? There's the crystal, which means we're on the final step. Alice is discouraged. She betrays no hints of it. Whatever Median may have said, we should confirm it with our own eyes. We need to have a look around. Indeed, at the very least, it doesn't appear to be a sprawling place like those before. If we split up, it shouldn't take too long to cover the area. Okay, let's have a look around and see what kind of interesting things they have in the place. Okay, it's a dusty table. Well, it's not for the thick layer of dust. One could imagine someone drinking from these cups, but moments ago. Okay, the tree. The object resembles a tree. It appears to have been fashioned from a stone-like material, erected in place of an actual tree, or to serve some other purpose. Perhaps, regardless, there is no one left to explain, to tell the story. Bar counter. This place is reminiscent of a bar, but neither patron nor staff are anywhere to be seen. Egg-shaped containers line the shelves, with a loose few sitting on the counter, vessels for the beverage in all likelihood. A venue bustling with activity until it was not. Okay, so that's 3 out of 6. There is a few more. This way. There's a spot over there. Probably a spot over there too. Where's the third one then? Vantage point. Look here. There's one over there. In the distance, you glimpse Alice picking her way through the ruins, but otherwise by no signs of life. If anyone can hear me, say something.
I'm back.
I didn't mean you to say something. That's what the quest said. Your call echoes faintly before being swallowed by the silence. Okay, rusty door. Though set slightly off the ground, this appears to be a door, while the object to the left could be letter boxes. The door is rusted shut, and the film of dust all over suggests no one has come through in a long time. Okay. I'm assuming... No, I won't be over there because it'll be the other thing. There it is, over there. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Perhaps you could try calling out. Hello! If anyone here has heard you, they do not respond. Necropolis. That's an interesting name. Okay, I'll have to speak with Alize over here on the ruin's edge. Okay. I think if I take a look at this, if the road was a little longer, we could take it to just beneath the dead sun. But I suppose this is where the reconstruction ends. How about you? Did you find anything of interest? You see, I noticed the same thing. Cups left upon tables, chairs out of place. I don't know what happened here, but I do know I don't want to be alone anymore. We've searched enough for now. Let's find Elfino and compare what we've learned.
Did you find anything?
No. This place is completely deserted. And I can't see how we're supposed to move on from here.
Neither can I. It's quite the quandary. There are no denizens to bar our path, yet there is no way forward.
For another mystery, we did find signs of very recent life. You'd swear everyone just vanished into thin air. I wonder how many ruined worlds like this has Meteion seen.
Could it be? Yes. Yes, I believe I may have puzzled this out. Despite how it appears, it's no different this time. There is someone here who has wished for this ruin. And I believe that together, Alize and I can overcome their will.
No, I won't allow it. I promised your parents I'd keep you safe. Stop, not another word. Promised your parents I'd keep you safe.
I know. I know. But if there is a chance this will work, then I would take it. For everyone, and for myself. I will not pretend otherwise. I have my fears. Not for myself, but for you. The last to remain. You are no stranger to carrying the burden of others. But I can only imagine how heavy the weight would be this time. As your friend, I cannot bear the thought of making you suffer so.
Then why suggest such a thing? It's too much to ask of anyone, even her. Why must she be the one? Why must she fight alone? More than a hero, she's a dear friend. Not only to us, but to so many others. There are so many people in the world who care for you, and yet... And yet...
Alize, I have an idea. Given the nature of this realm, it may be possible to do more than unbar our friend's path. We might also pave her a new one. For instance, a path where she finds happiness at journey's end. This much, I think we can believe with the utmost conviction, no matter how deep our despair. So please, believe in us too, and press on. Thank you. What are you?
If the plan's decided, then let's not dally.
Ah, there you are. It was as I said, was it not?
It was. We couldn't find anyone. But this place isn't entirely deserted, is it? You are here.
Alright, time for me to go get my son, and I'm finished with credits.
Okay.
You sought out a star of promise and found a ruined husk. Like us, you explored the devastation. Like us, you were stricken. Horrified by the thought that so many lives could be snuffed out as if they were worth nothing. And the thought that you would have to bear the terrible tidings to Hermes. That which you saw and felt, you shared with your sisters, as did they share their own grim findings with you. overcome by the pervasive despair of these stars, some of you inadvertently ushered their peoples to their ends. Knowing the horrors you know, anyone would feel the same. They would fear what lies ahead and struggle to move forward.
Fear. I had forgotten that such a thing existed. So focused have I been on shepherding despair.
If you can remember, then you can still face and overcome your own fear.
Why would I bother with such an insignificant emotion? If the despair I command is as a raging river, then fear is but a trickling stream. It can do nothing to alter my flow. You spoke with the Aya, yes? Heard their tale of what awaits the universe. It's true. The stars grow colder and more distant. Eventually, all will enjoy frozen solitude. Using the power of Dynamis, I'm hastening that process. In so doing, nothing will be born ever again. Everyone will remain dead. Alas, it will take time for that to happen. So in mercy, I sent you my gift, to spare you needless suffering. Don't worry. Even if no living witnesses remain to mark the event, I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
For all the power you wield, you're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteion feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything. I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it. But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on. We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal. But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger.
We rise, fall, and rise again. Don't worry about us. You must take the next step, and all the rest after that.
Oh, I'm gonna have a few frickin' words with Meteion, that's for damn sure. Told me what? What did you tell me?
Please, please, oh, please let them be safe. Cryle? Are you all right?
It's nothing. Just a headache. They'll be fine. I know they will.
Apologies for the interruption. A man arrived on the last ferry. An associate of the Scions. He wishes to speak with you at once.
Xenos? Is Xenos bringing fucking murder to that fucking place? Oh, fucking, there's gonna be heads rolling all over, and it's gonna be my sword bringing them down. You better not fucking do anything to them. In this city devoid of life, you sense the presence of another. The sorrow of a thousand worlds weigh heavily, and yet you can walk on.